fine. This is it. This is life. I was feeling a little frazzled because I was starting to put sort of like pressure on myself to make this good and inspiring. And then I was like, just eat your bowl of cereal, enjoy it, and say hi. And whoever shows up, hello. But for me, but also for you if you want, I'm just going to start with a prayer that I tell myself to sort of like enter my joy space, my sacred space, my genius place. Oh my god, people are waving. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna say a prayer, okay? I'm gonna close my eyes. You're welcome to as well. Take a deep breath. Put your hands in your heart. Thank you for being here. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner spirit, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so that I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear and thus walk in balance. Yay. Okay, thank you. First of all, this is like real full cinnamon toast crunch with real milk. And for someone who got traumatized about carbs, this is the best night of my life. Okay, so today I sort of wanted to talk about why I started this challenge and my sort of thoughts on the magic that actually is our joy and our creativity. It's been something that has been very present in my life as of late, and it's been the most crucial sort of new learning that I've gained that has changed my life. And so here goes. I've sort of always been told that I have a knack for, that I like know how to enjoy. 2 weeks ago, May 26th, I went to the movies with my mom to see The Little Mermaid. And so we go and we sit, and my mom like sits and crosses her legs and sits down, and I like take out my Mary Poppins bag, grab my fuzzy socks, put them on, take my shoes off, grab my blanket and grab my favorite snacks, and like I settle in, and then I see the introduction of the Mermaid Kingdom exactly like it was in the movie, and I was like, oh my god, like I was just so excited. And my mom just looks at me and she's like, tú sí sabes gozar, which means you know how to enjoy. And I sort of had a moment of like, I really do. Like, you know, if the music's on, I dance, you know, just like a knack for it. I'm not always great at it. I was on vacation this summer, and there was this boat nearby blasting music all day, and I was sort of getting angsty, and this beautiful friend of mine was like, it's just people having fun and living in their joy. And I was like, like I got shut down. My anger got shut down. I thought that was so beautiful, and I was like, I need more of that mindset of like when people are being loud and annoys me, it's just joy. But anyway, on the other side, my mom said that as a compliment. You know how to enjoy. And I was like, yeah, but on the other side of that, and because of that, I've sort of always been told that I live in the clouds, that my life is not real, that it's like a castle in a cloud. Cosette. Musical theater references happen. But that sort of, I'm not in reality and I'm not in this world, that my sort of joy and creativity is too childlike. And I was sort of led to believe or convinced that to be a successful adult and contribute to society, I was gonna have to get down from the cloud. Oh my god, it makes me emotional. And if you are following a dream, an improbable career, and you have ideas and you put them out there, you know that it's a heavy, uncertain, anxiety-ridden journey, and that that sort of heaviness and rejection and so much failure all over the place forever and ever really weighs on you. And so to be told that I have to like sort of like stop being so childlike to succeed sort of messed with my head a little bit. And since I've said yes to creating a company with the mission to raise joy, I've learned so much about myself. And I recently had an epiphany, very clear, like straight from God, that said, your practicality, your practical side is not the key to your wild success. I would cry again. It revolutionized my life. I was like, what if what I actually need, what we all need to really find our place in this world and fulfill what we came here to do and become our greatest selves is our joy? Like, what if more of that wild, creative, unreal, in the clouds self is the key? And this has revolutionized the way I see things. And it's new, and it came from building this challenge and realizing the power that it has. And what I really, really, really believe is that when you say yes to a creative idea, I think creativity is sacred. I think creativity is channeled. It comes from God. I grew up Catholic, so to me the equivalent when I was little, it's the Holy Spirit. But it is sort of like channeling of source, of the universe, of God, of magic, of fairies, of witches. Like, it is a channeling. And contrary to popular belief, I've always been told, oh, you're so creative, I'm not creative. It's not something you are. It's not a trait. It's not like in your intelligence. Creativity is literally a part of human nature, and it's your right. And in my opinion, the most beautiful, magical part of being a human is this ability to connect with sort of the divine. And so all this to say is that I think that when you get an idea and you say, okay, yes, and you do the process to see it through, you become who you came to be. And it's always your dream. So like, for example, I'm an actor, and I always was like, oh yes, this is how I'm gonna succeed. Auditions, guest star, series regular, like this is the way of the acting life. And then I had an idea for it. I was dealing with immigration. It was a nightmare, and I had an idea for a TV show, and I was like, okay, how do I start? Like, I had never written, I didn't know anything about producing, creating a show, nothing of that world. And that idea came in 2017, and I started just like doing the best next thing that I could think of. I took a writing class, I sought out a mentor, I figured out the characters, and it's been 7 years. 6, still so many. But the sort of like taking that show from conception to having a pilot and a package and a sizzle and pitching to production companies and getting a shopping deal, and suddenly I was like in my idol's home having breakfast, and I was like, what is my life? And it's just because I said yes to like a little idea I had. And it even like I had to sit down with lawyers to talk contracts, to make sure that I was starring in it, to make sure that I was in the writer's room, that my creative voice was not going to be taken from me, that I was executive producing. And going through that contract was not fun, but it was like a masterclass in being a Hollywood executive. And it all this to say, I feel like the show sort of turned me into the artist I needed to be for this next chapter of my life, whether the bookings came or not. You know what I mean? And I think if you are an artist or a creative and you think of an idea and you figure it out and then you show it to people, you are the bravest person in this world, and I love you. Like, actually, like, that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for with this challenge, for you to have a taste of living in that space of pure joy, you know? And I really think if creativity is channeled, I know in my soul that joy is it opens the channel. It like clears the cobwebs and the sorrow. Broadway. It clears the cobwebs and it allows creativity to come in, and that's where genius ideas come from. That's where Beyonce lives, Taylor Swift, the Beatles. That's where they live. That's where the iPod came from, the computer came from. It came from channeling. That's what Oprah does. She like, I love Oprah. So it is my theory that joy is something you can choose. And if you feel stuck, turn to joy. If you're anxious, turn to joy. Sort of start with joy. When you have problems, if you for a moment choose unproductive creativity and just step into 20 minutes of joy, I have a theory that everything in your life is gonna get like lit and softened. I see like problems being like, I don't know, like a medieval castle, stones, big stones, and dark and heavy and solid as shit. Can I curse? No, I don't want to curse. Maybe. But anyway, that like when your problems are like that, I think joy is sort of like sprinkling magical watercolor to that solid matter, and the moment it touches it, not only does it like color it, but it also changes the density. Follow me with this, okay? I think I'm making sense. Joy sort of like makes those problems become sort of gelatinous. They're still there, they're still heavy, they're still yucky, but now they're sort of like colored with colors and softened. And suddenly in that softness, you start to understand that there's a solution, that this is not the end. And that is hope, literally. And hope leads to courage because there's a greater chance of it coming true because you believe in it. And then that's how the world changes. And it all started with joy. Like, I really, really, to my core, believe this. And I started this challenge so that you can step into those moments of magic and start trusting them, because I think in these moments you can trust joy. The ideas you have, the inspirations, the laugh, all of that is aligning you more to who you are and who you came to be. So my theory and sort of like the experiment of this challenge is choose it. Choose joy actively, and I will give you sort of prompts and inspiration, but you can do whatever you want, and you can either choose to like participate on the social media or not. But if I could convince you to really spend 30 minutes, oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I just think it's so important, and the world is sort of complicated right now, and I really just feel that if I can convince people to choose joy for a moment, literally that's what I just want to do for the rest of my life, and to trust. And if you're an artist and you're striking, I promise you that this is the key to like finding solutions and creating the work of art that's going to change the world. The work that's going to come from this time, from the kick-ass fighters on the picket lines, is going to blow your minds. It's going to change the world, and it's going to heal us as a collective. I believe. So go on. I don't know how to end. Let me have some cereal. I get nervous when I feel the pressure to close out. But I do want to say, let me see. Yes, expressing your creativity is the bravest thing you can do. It says so in my notes. And that saying yes to your ideas is how you become who you came to be. And it's way often, no, always, way beyond your wildest dreams, beyond what you thought was possible for you. And like, trust me, I was an actor that was like, I'm really good at acting. I've trained my entire life to like have the tools to like make some choices and be present, you know, and have the technique and figure out my voice and my English and my accent. Like, I can act. But I just sort of was like, I'm good enough that I won't have to write. Because so many people were like, you have to write your own work. And you're like, not me. I'm a star. And then in writing my own work, I sort of like became the kind of actor that I respect and admire and love. You know what I mean? So if you don't know where to start, this is why I'm here. Just have so much fun. Just choose joy. The first dare is to create a work of art in the way that you used to love to when you were a kid. And my hope for you, my wish for you is that you take this challenge, whether you share it with me or not, that you take this challenge and you choose the grandest idea. You know, it's sort of like, you know, I'm in an acting class and I have this scene where I could do it just bare, but I was like, what if we like take it really seriously and bring props and create something and like actually like, what if we go all in? What if I wear a wig? What if it like, sort of, what if you choose the most fun and not the most practical? What if that is just your intention for this challenge, whether you share with me or not? I would love it if you share it though, but like with me or with everyone. I think joy has ripples, but anyway, that's another life. I lost my thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what if you choose joy? What if you just choose the most fun, and instead of just doing what's easy and grabbing the paper and whatever utensil you have, it works in Spanish. Does it work in English? I don't know. Actually, like, order Amazon one-day delivery, you guys. Like, get the paint, get the Play-Doh, smell the Play-Doh, get the, like, scented markers, go to Target, get, like, the crayons. Oh, my God. Get your, like, fingers full of glue and do a craft project. Like, really choose what would be the most fun and not what you can check off. This is not about checking off. It is about being doable though. So like, don't go out of your way that you don't do it anymore because it's too complicated. That's not the point. But do lead with your enthusiasm and your curiosity, and just do that. If I promise you, if you just do the 8 challenges, and like, not to mention the bonuses, there's gonna be bonuses that are like a little braver, but if you do the challenges, I promise you, you're gonna have a huge breakthrough in the next, I can't speak, in the next 8 weeks. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my cereal because it's getting really soggy. I didn't think about this. Oh wait, I have more to tell you. It's soggy and it's still perfect. From now on, well, first of all, thank you, because I see there's people here and I'm like, who are you? But I can't read. You're too far away because you're propped, because I'm an influencer now. No. Next week, oh my God. Okay, so from now on, these sessions are probably gonna be earlier, but also they're gonna be play dates with my favorite people on this earth. And I think I can sneak who the first guest is, but they're like the people that I love the most, that I'm blessed to know, that sort of inspired me to like do my thing, keep going, work ethic, be great, like, and also my friends who have proved to me that this is possible, that your wildest dreams are possible, and it's about saying yes to your creativity. So like, next week we're starting with the funniest man on this earth. His name is Jeff Hiller. I love him and he's brilliant. And if you know anything about Jeff Hiller, you know he's a beacon of joy. And every set and every stage he steps onto, every camera he like is in the vicinity of, just lights up. And like, my God, please let me be able to do that in that way, please. So Jeff is gonna be with me next Sunday, and we're gonna color with Prismacolors. All these dates, I'll obviously, like, I'm gonna post this immediately after I finish this. I will post with plenty, like at least a week in advance, and I'll say what the date is. So with Jeff, it's Prismacolors. We're gonna be drawing and painting. Drawing? And you are so welcome to join us as a witness or in the play date. And there's gonna be, I'm just gonna say him, but there's gonna be Broadway people. There's gonna be like, there's just big stars around me. I'm sorry. I'm so proud of everyone. So please join us. It's gonna be fun. They're gonna be changing because people are busy and I have to adapt to whatever. Also, a lot of people are in New York, which means early for me. My friend was like, we could do like 11 a.m. And I was like, no, that's my 8. Sunday, no one, you know, you wouldn't, maybe with your cereal. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. Join me, play dates on Sundays, have fun, go create a work of art. And if you want to, if anything of this resonates or if it's inspiring anyway, I would love to know. This is me sort of like getting to know you guys and you getting to know me. So as chill as it can be, that's what I want. And as friendly and joyful and amazing. I love you so much. I'm gonna finish this, okay? I think we are done. I don't know how long I spoke for, but I love you and I'll see you next week.